Good afternoon, good evening, good night, depend the location wherever you're watching from. I'm bringing a topic concerning about marriage stuff. Yes, many people have been dancing on this drum concerning this is area of bachelors and spinsters. How do I know if this man met for me? How do I know if this lady met for me? To marry, to be a husband and wife. How can I know? How can I know that this one meant for me? How can I know that is what God is he is whom God made for me, or she's whom God made for me? Yes, this is a good question. People have been tackling, running helter skelter, going to prayers, meeting prophet and pastors here and there, reverence concerning this topic. Yes, I'm a very super believer in prayer because prayer is the master key for everything we are doing. But God says that He help those that also help themselves. In that essence, yes, I can rewind back to the old days of our mothers, our fathers during 60, 70, 80 years ago that married and give birth to us to this extent and still living with our fathers together happily. At least 70-80% of them maintain their marriage till death, unless death separate them. Okay, now we're talking about in this our generation, this scientific generation. Yes, when you are into relationship, dating. When we're talking about dating relationship, many people are using it for another thing. That dating relationship created, that is an avenue created for both parties to use to know themselves. Dig deep to know about this man. Dig deep to know about this woman. Try to know, do your findings, deep ones, to know what you need in your life. Can you be able to withstand this with this man, or can you be able to withstand this with that woman? During that dating, that is what that avenue created for. But many people are using it for another thing. They're using it for having sleeping over, having sexual intercourse. No, it's not what that time meant for. It's meant for learn each other deeply. Okay, now I come to that side. Fast forward to what my topic is all about. If we are in relationship dating, and in this life no one is perfect, if this life have 50 attitude, have 50 lifestyles, no one can be able to sustain to keep that 50 lifestyles perfect. Now what you do, out of that 50, select 10 that you know that is select 10 that is know that is more important, that can make your relationship or your marriage to stand. Now write it down. When you are in dating with a girl or a guy, out of that 10, study that 10 in him, from him or from her. Throw the bombs in that 10. If that 10, that person, that guy pass in that 10, or that girl pass in that 10, the other 40, she fails or he fails, that 10 will sustain you. So far, that 10 is what can make your marriage to be strong, consolidated. That consolidation, that strong foundation of that marriage, that 10 can give your marriage, will supersede that 40 that she fell or he fails. Those ones can be contribution, collective effort, build it up in order to move on along the marriage. So that is the most important thing. And this is the practical ones. Now, if you only believe when your pastor tell you that Chike or Chinyere Emeka is meant for you, do you know who's speaking to him? Do you know whom he is hearing from? That is another thing. Many people are going astray. So I'm bringing this short topic for us to know some certain times we need our own practical applies towards this in marriage in order to get what we need. Not only dependent when that man, your man of God, tell you, because you never know who's speaking to him. You never know who he's hearing from or who is she hearing from. Apply your own, which is this practical. Study that lady or that man in this particular area that you know is most important area, no go area, no compromise, in order to make sure that your home, your marriage is sweet and strong. If that person pass it during that courtship, that dating time, my dear, that woman and that man will give you what you need in marriage. So far she don't know that you learning her. Never let your partner to know you are learning her in this area. If you expose it, it's fake, it doesn't work. Do it inside you. When you get it, even if you close eyes to pray, under 10 seconds, God will manifest about Him to you in your prayer, because practical is already captured. So this is a topic I'm bringing to you, and it will help. Make sure that you share this and make it to go viral for people to know there's another way to support or contribute towards our marriage to make sure that it go well. Thank you. Bye bye.